Good morning, everybody. This is Rob with the CASA Corner vlog. You can tell today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm here at the skate park. You might see some skaters behind me. I'm a little bit winded because I've been doing a lot of skating to feel renewed, to feel a good sense of health. I've actually want to do today's vlog on this feeling of and asking what is it that you do that makes you feel renewed? And I've asked this question a lot of clinicians, and they'll tell me, boy, I get out and do some exercise, I have relationship, I'll get out and listen to some music, have a sense of calm. I really feel renewed. And I think that's important. And I want to talk a little bit today about some main ingredients. At the end of the vlog, towards the end of the vlog, I'll talk about giving you a tool, a checklist, if you will, to say, hey, am I in balance with these things? Am I feeling a little bit of lack of motivation, or my energy is a little bit low? What can I do? And we're going to talk about the acronym called R.E.N.E.W. And I think it's a helpful acronym to give you some of those ingredients. So this vlog is really motivated by my own sense of I was really lacking some motivation and couldn't figure out what was going on with me. Of course, we all have a lot to do, focusing on my job, on family, all kinds of stuff like everybody else. And so I was really curious. And so doing some research, and primarily this came out of the work of Dr. David Hase, H-A-A-S-E, Vanderbilt trained medical doctor, spent a career doing medicine, but got to a point where he was noticed that the current medical model was really focusing on specific organs. And what he noticed was, even though doctors were doing incredible medicines focusing on specific organs, patients would die because of other system failures, and the system would actually have a breakdown. So when we talk about overall health, we're talking about systemic health. Dr. Hase's work comes from what he calls personalized systems medicine. And so, from a therapeutic standpoint, we can talk about family systems and looking at systemic health in that way, but I really want to focus on our personal beings and how that works. So, when we look at these ingredients, I just want to give the plug for it. The acronym is called R.E.N.E.W. And when we look at our entire systems, boy, can we have a breakdown of one part of our system? If our stomachs don't feel right, what happens to our brains? They are actually not functioning correctly. So Dr. David Hase has some really interesting scientific stuff that when we talk about addiction, do we know that addiction, being in that addictive mode, having overstimulation with dopamine and other neurotransmitters can really cause our other systems to malfunction. When we talk about opioid use specifically, what happens? This is not pleasant to talk about, but opioid use results in constipation. When we look at long-term constipation and opioid use and even psychopharmaceutical usage, there's a lot of kids and people out there who have been on taking psychiatric prescribed meds that actually have issues with constipation. When we have constipation, we'll call that waste. That waste is an indicator if we're not regular, there's inflammation inside the body, inside those bowels, and our bowels are building up toxins. Well, Dr. Hase wants to articulate that it actually happens on a cellular level, the mitochondria, if you will. Those cellulars, if you think back to your biology in high school class, the mitochondria actually fizz and fuse. There's fusion and fission of the mitochondria to keep it healthy. So the mitochondria and that cellular will actually, the most unhealthy part, they'll split apart, and as mitochondria split apart, the two healthy halves will find each other and create a new healthy mitochondria, and those bad parts get eaten away. And that mitochondria activity actually is related to cellular health. Well, one of the biggest significant factors in creating mitochondria health is exercise. Interesting. I wonder if you think about what makes you feel renewed. Does exercise allow you to feel renewed, a sense of clarity, a sense of calm? It helps to regulate your system. Well, when you're not renewing, think about how you feel. So, all right, so let's talk about what R.E.N.E.W stands for. R.E.N.E.W stands for, and we need a balance of all these things, relationship. R in R.E.N.E.W stands for relationship. We need relationship to be in balance. Relationship is so significant for finding meaning and purpose in our lives. So relationship, E. R-E. E stands for exercise. I've talked about mitochondria health. Think about when you get some exercise and movement, how that stimulates you. Getting exercise, what does that do? Actually activates the bowel system, creating a desire for hydration and water intake, activating our bodies need to take in a ton of water, especially for that waste disposal. So we've got relationship, exercise. The N is for nutrition. We need to be consuming whole foods and not processed foods. Our nutrition can really deteriorate our gut health, our mental health. Nutrition is essential. I know that we all are aware of our primary physician saying, hey, we all need to be healthy and get away from processed foods and toxic intake, whole foods. So we have relationship, exercise, nutrition. The next E stands for education. Are we learning and growing constantly? Are we in a state of learning and growing? Think about somebody you might know who is in a state of stagnation, who's not learning and growing, who's not challenging their mind. Research is really clear that neuroplasticity and neurogenesis can happen throughout the lifespan, and when our bodies are active and creating new neural pathways, that's neurogenesis, and reforming existing pathways, that's what we call neuroplasticity, that creates systemic health. Fascinating, isn't it? I love this. Okay, let's hit on the last one, W. W stands for waste. Nobody likes to talk about this, but we've been talking about the issues of waste. Being it that translation from eating to disposal to getting rid of that is a real indicator. Dr. Hase says he treats people from all over the world, and one of the first questions he asks is, are you regular? Why would he ask, are you regular? Because he knows that that is a real indicator of overall systemic health. All right, so you've got R.E.N.E.W. I would give you a challenge today. Go throughout your day and use it as a checklist. Am I feeling renewed? Am I having a sense of renewal using that acronym, R.E.N.E.W.? Relationship, exercise, nutrition, education, and waste. Is that happening on a regular basis? And notice how you feel. Do you feel renewed? All right, well, I would encourage you, if you want to learn more, especially about relationship, and we can talk about attachment and all that stuff, please visit my other vlogs. You'll be able to look those up on the YouTube channel, my other vlogs, and we can learn all about that. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. All right, bye-bye.